Hey, folks! Are you ready to dive into the crazy world of superheroes and villains? Today, we're going to talk about one of the coolest, or should I say evilest, guys in the DC animated universe, the amazing Ra's al Ghul. But before we embark on this epic adventure, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any insane content like this. After all, who doesn't love heroes, villains, and a little humor mixed into the chaos, right? You already know Batman, right? Of course you do. He's one of the most beloved heroes of all time. But you know who's always there poking at the Dark Knight? Yep, you guessed it, Ra's al Ghul. But hold on, you might be wondering, who on earth is this guy, and what makes him so special? Well, my friends, get ready to meet the Master of Shadows, the villain who seems to have stepped out of a James Bond movie, and the immortal genius who seems to have nothing better to do than to mess with our beloved Batman. With his sleek appearance and perfectly groomed beard, Ra's al Ghul is simply incredible. But don't be fooled, he's not just your average villain. This guy is on another level. He has a long history full of twists and complex plots. His goal? Nothing less than saving the planet through, well, let's just say his ideas are a bit radical. Oh, and get ready for some epic fight scenes. Ra's al Ghul is a master of martial arts. He puts on a show of punches, kicks, and incredible moves that leave everyone in awe. If I were Batman, I'd think twice before facing him. But, of course, Batman is Batman, so he always finds a way to handle it. So, are you guys ready to venture into this world full of mystery, action, and a little bit of insanity? I know I am. Let's uncover together the secrets behind this amazing character that is Ra's al Ghul. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any updates. I'll be waiting for you there, alright? Now, buckle up your cowls and let's go. Who is Ra's al Ghul? Have you ever wondered who this mysterious guy named Ra's al Ghul is? He's not your average neighbor or that weird uncle who shows up at family gatherings. No. This is a villain to be reckoned with. So, let's get to the point. Ra's al Ghul is like the granddaddy of villains. But don't be mistaken, he's not your typical granddaddy. This guy is centuries old and still in his prime. It's like he discovered the fountain of youth or made a deal with the devil, or maybe both, who knows? Ra's is the leader of the League of Assassins, a super-secret organization full of ninja killers. Yes, you heard that right. Ninja killers. Imagine a crazy mix of James Bond, Bruce Lee, and a bunch of black-clad lunatics jumping off rooftops. That's basically it. But what makes this guy so special? Well, besides being nearly immortal, he has a brilliant mind. Like, genius level. He's full of elaborate plans and is always one step ahead of the good guys. It's like playing chess with a master while you're still trying to figure out the rules of the game. And believe it or not, Ra's al Ghul believes he's doing good. Yes, the guy is a villain with good intentions, or at least that's what he thinks. He believes that humanity is destroying the planet and that it's necessary to reduce the population to save the world. A bit drastic, don't you think? I just wanted a solution to not miss the latest episode of my favorite series. But don't think he's just a serious and grumpy villain. He has a peculiar sense of humor. Sometimes, he cracks sarcastic jokes while devising his evil plans. After all, being a villain doesn't mean you have to be boring, right? So, folks, now you know a bit more about this Ra's al Ghul guy. A villain full of mystery, power, and a rather peculiar sense of humor. And if you found all of this interesting, just wait to discover what else he's capable of. Ra's al Ghul's bibliography. Now that we've learned a bit about Ra's al Ghul's personality and madness, it's time to explore his incredible bibliography. Get ready to embark on a mind-blowing journey through the animations of the DC animated universe. Let's start with Ra's al Ghul's first appearance on the small screen, Batman, the animated series. That's where the guy made his explosive debut, and since then, he never left the scene. Believe me, he's like that annoying cousin who always shows up at family events and causes a lot of chaos. But don't be fooled, Ra's is not a one-series character. He's everywhere. He also shows up in Justice League, Batman Beyond, and even in the Batman. This guy is a real chatterbox, always meddling in the adventures of our favorite heroes. And speaking of adventures, have you seen Ra's al Ghul's action scenes? They're jaw-dropping. This guy is a master of martial arts like no other. He's practically the Bruce Lee of villains, but with a much more stylish beard. You can bet that when he shows up, it's an all-out brawl. And what about the plots he gets involved in? They're so full of twists that it's hard to keep up. He always has some crazy plan to destroy the world, control people's minds, or simply be the most annoying villain in the galaxy. He's one of those characters we love to hate. Now, get ready for this. Ra's al Ghul is one of the few villains who really mess with Batman. Yes, our beloved Dark Knight gets all disturbed when this guy is around. And no wonder. Ra's is like that ex-boyfriend/girlfriend you can never forget. He's always there, poking at Batman and challenging his morality. So, folks, now you know that Ra's al Ghul is a character who's everywhere, causing confusion and giving our favorite heroes a hard time. He's like that catchy song that stays in your head all the time. It's impossible not to pay attention to him. Powers and abilities. It's time to talk about the incredible powers and abilities of our beloved, or not so beloved, Ra's al Ghul. This guy has a bag full of tricks that will leave you in awe. Are you ready? First, let's talk about immortality. Yes, you heard it right. Ra's al Ghul is practically a Highlander, but without the sword and epic music. He has lived for centuries, and he's not just a pretty face. This guy has knowledge and experience in abundance. After all, he has witnessed the world change more times than you change clothes. And what would a villain be without amazing physical abilities? Ra's al Ghul is like an Olympic athlete among villains. He is a master of martial arts and can easily defeat anyone who dares to challenge him. He kicks, punches, and performs acrobatics as if it were effortless. Can you imagine if he decided to join the UFC? It would be game over. But Ra's al Ghul's abilities don't stop there. He is also a master strategist. You know that friend who always wins at Risk or chess? Ra's is like that friend, but on steroids. He is always one step ahead of the heroes, planning his moves with mastery. It's envy-inducing, isn't it? Speaking of envy, did you know that Ra's al Ghul has a special connection with nature? It's true. He has an incredible affinity with the natural elements. Just imagine, he could be the hero of the environment. But, of course, he chose the dark side of the Force. After all, who wants to save the world when you can destroy it, right? Oh, and we can't forget about the famous Lazarus Pit. It's like a resurrection jacuzzi. This magical pool has the power to heal wounds and even bring the dead back to life. Just imagine, you take a bath there and come out completely healed, ready for more. Who wouldn't want one of those at home? So, folks, are you impressed with the powers and abilities of Ra's al Ghul? This guy is simply amazing. If you're as fascinated as I am, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There, we'll explore more about the powers and abilities of the craziest villains in the superhero universe. It's unmissable. Epic moments. Are you ready to reminisce about some of the most epic moments featuring Ra's al Ghul? This guy knows how to cause chaos and leave everyone stunned. So, here we go. Who remembers that episode where Ra's al Ghul decided to play zombie apocalypse? Seriously. He unleashed a crazy virus that turned people into zombies. It was a mess. Batman had to race against time to find the cure and save Gotham City. Thank goodness he's good at that, or else we'd all be eating brains out there. And what about that time when Ra's al Ghul decided to show off his skiing skills? He was running away from Batman, as always, and decided to descend a snow-covered mountain at high speed. It was a thrilling chase. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a villain ski that well. Does he take lessons from Shaun White in his free time? And if there's one thing Ra's loves, it's a good old epic fight with Batman. They are always facing each other in adrenaline-filled battles. It's punches here, kicks there, ninja capoeira, and everything else. This rivalry is like a football match between Brazil and Argentina. Everyone is cheering, and no one knows who will win. All I know is that the fight scenes are breathtaking. Oh, and we can't forget that time when Ra's al Ghul decided to invade the Batcave. Yes, he invaded Batman's secret hideout. It was a true display of style and audacity. He touched everything, rummaged through all the bad gadgets, and even left a note taunting the Dark Knight. Maybe he tried to play a game of pool on the Batcave's billiard table? Just imagine the scene. And to top it off, who remembers that moment when Ra's al Ghul revealed his true identity to Batman? It was a total shock. That moment when the mask comes off and the mystery unravels is simply spine-chilling. It's like discovering that your best friend is actually an immortal supervillain. Life is full of surprises, isn't it? So, folks, those were just some of the epic moments featuring Ra's al Ghul. This villain is always causing confusion and keeping everyone on their toes. If you want to know more about these incredible moments, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There, we'll explore all the details of these breathtaking scenes. Conclusion. We've reached the end of this journey through Ra's al Ghul's powers and abilities in the DC animated universe. I hope you've had as much fun as I did exploring the life of this fascinating villain. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos full of humor and knowledge about the world of superheroes. You won't want to miss the next adventures. Remember that Ra's al Ghul is a complex and captivating character who always leaves his mark in every appearance. He's a villain who defies logic and time, always one step ahead of the heroes. That's why it's impossible not to be intrigued by his motivations and elaborate plans. I hope you've enjoyed exploring this incredible character as much as I did. Until next time, folks. If you want to know more about the superhero universe, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There, you'll find fun and informative videos about characters like Ra's al Ghul and much more. Don't miss the chance to become true experts in the world of superheroes.
If you liked the content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll stay here until next time.
With